So in 1987, a Nobel Prize was awarded to a guy named Ilya Prigogine, and it was for his understanding of what's called dissipative structures. This was elaborated beautifully in a comprehensive book called The Self-Organizing Universe by Eric Judge. He was at Berkeley for a while, and his book is out of print, probably because it's challenging to the typical paradigm that's taught. Self-organizing structures are self-evolving. They're complex structures which involve many subsystems within the overall system of the structure of the system. And each of these subsystems metabolizes, takes in and offers out love, light, energy, information, something, one of those or some combination of those. And we ourselves, human beings, are complex systems with many subsystems, which are doing this continuously. They're receiving energy and various energy information, love and light from various sources, metabolizing it and offering it back to other subsystems within us and subsystems among us, and the enveloping, infusing natural system of this planet. So self-organizing systems have a stability. The structures within them are relatively stable in relation to each other most of the time. However, periodically, when there's an input from the environment in some way, or some kind of a shift internally that happens, the energies within the structures that are kind of holding this whole system together start to go through positive feedback cycles, and they amplify. The energies get more and more and more and more intense. And at some point, the structures within the system can no longer contain all this energy. So what happens? It's called, they reach their instability threshold and they begin to break down. The structures containing the energies of the system, us, the structures begin to break down, and the energies are released into the system. As this happens, there are within the overall system a number of subsystems which are coherent components of a larger integration of the organism or the system. And the energies are, these subsystems become attractors for the energies that are kind of bouncing around and sometimes making us crazy. And the energies coalesce there. And as this continues to happen, the whole system, it's called a different order of organization. It's like organized on this level, and then it goes pop, and it's It's a much larger integration of its being, so to say. This happens to us individually. And every one of us who has gone through puberty has experienced it. During puberty, there's a minute secretion of a hormone and neurochemicals. And everything changes. How we regard ourselves, how we regard others, how we regard the world goes through a dramatic shift and reintegration at a higher order of integration. We still have the kid parts of ourselves, but we also have this larger emerging adult part that's coming on board. Yeah. So this happens to us individually like that. It also awakening, our shared awakening is similar to this. It involves the dissipation of a lot of the constructs that we formed within the matrix mind of the synthetic overlay mind world that we were raised within. The thing that's taught us to believe we're separate and disconnected from everything that's essential. Never true. Here we are. We're the new reality, or our ancient future is emerging now within, between, and among us. That's what I want to say for this. There's lots more about this, but that's good taste. All right, so yeah, if this seems interesting, valuable, pass it on, like it, all that stuff. All right, thank you. Take good care of you. Bless you more.